Hey yo, what's poppin' guys? So we're back here today talking about the new acquisition that Xbox and Microsoft are gonna be completing by 2023, a deal that they made to acquire Activision Blizzard and King. Don't forget about King. So I'm gonna be talking about what's going on with Sony. I'm gonna give you guys the breakdown. If you already know the breakdown and you want to skip to the part where I start talking about what's next for Sony, or what I think is next for Sony, then you can skip there. But I'm going to go through this just in case you don't know. Okay, so Microsoft made a deal for Activision, Blizzard, and King for $68.7 billion, okay, in all cash, might I add, which is crazy. Like, they just picked up Bethesda just recently, and they're not stopping. I think this is their big acquisition that they're gonna have to pause, because a lot of people are wondering if it's a sign of antitrust or monopolizing the industry. So this might be one of their last big acquisitions before people really start to get worried here. But anyway, Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, will apparently remain the CEO of Activision according to Microsoft, and they will report to Phil Spencer, who is the CEO of Microsoft Gaming. But Bobby is expected to leave, and I think he would, especially after all the allegations that are going on about the company and everyone involved with it being frat-like. And I think honestly this is probably the best choice for Activision, is to sell to a company that has a really good record on taking care of their employees, in the sense of you won't hear anything like the sexual harassment and all that stuff. They'll keep that very low, and most likely they're gonna fire you on the spot if they hear anything like that. So that's a plus for Activision, and that's a plus for anyone who plays Activision games, like Call of Duty or Overwatch, because now you can feel like it's in better hands. So it's much more comfortable, it feels better. So that's in the plus for them, right? I don't know how to say her name. Satya Nadella, who is the chairman and the CEO of Microsoft, went out to say that they want to make new era of gaming a place that makes gaming safe, inclusive, and accessible to all. I thought this was hilarious reading it because of the obvious terrible allegations out there. I mean, bro, it's like you have these allegations that are out there. You that's it. Like, people are gonna remember you that for a while now. Now it's gonna be brought all the way to a minimum, which brought Activision stock up 30%. All right, Microsoft dropped by 2%, but it was an acquisition, so understandable. Okay, people are gonna be a little bit, they just spent a lot of money here. They just spent almost $70 billion. I mean, so Activision actually is in good hands now, like entirely, and he is expected to leave the CEO of Activision, which makes Activision look so much better than ever before. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not gonna have those frat-like gatherings and torment or sexually harass other co-workers or any of that stuff. Well, I don't think so anyway. In Microsoft, I don't think they're gonna put up with that nonsense. So I think they're on a good path. The one thing that Microsoft does get, I believe they have like 25 Game Pass subscribers. That's ridiculous. Plus they have 400 million monthly active people playing games from Activision. So that's pretty crazy right there. Okay, so we're gonna go to what Sony owns, and we're gonna go into Microsoft owns, a little bit of, not everything, and we're gonna just talk about some things going on. So Sony owns, they own Blue Point Games. I believe they recently acquired that. They also got, obviously, they got Insomniac. They have Naughty Dog, San Diego Studios, Sucker Punch Productions, and then you have Microsoft, who owns Rare, 343 Industries, Mojang, Playground Games, Obsidian Entertainment, the Coalition. I mean, and plus they've just picked up Bethesda, which was actually a really big deal. And I've been saying it to people that I know for years that I feel like Microsoft is going to be the next big step in gaming. They're really proving that it's not about the console, it's about the content that you can put out there. And with 25 million people paying, what, almost $10 or $15 a month for Xbox Game Pass, because that could be a mix of Ultimate, which is the $15 one, and then you have the $10 one, which is the Xbox, the regular Game Pass. So with that going on, I think Microsoft is going to be on some next level that I don't know what company can reach content-wise. I mean, PlayStation, let's be honest, okay? So PlayStation is now down $20 billion. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. That is not, you know, some chump change that the company has. No, that's gonna hit home. That's gonna hit home. But I feel like, of course, they're gonna rebound. Like, you know, it's Sony at the end of the day, making first-party games with their best-selling console being the PS4. Over 100 million consoles sold. Okay, I don't know the exact numbers. I know it's over 100 million. Plus the PS5, it's rare. It's still hard to find. But people are still buying the PS5. Like, you may not see it because it's all going to scalpers, but that thing is selling. Like, it's really, really selling. So when we talk about Sony and when we talk about Xbox and we compare consoles, even Nintendo does a good job of selling consoles, but right now Sony's on the top of the market, and they just brought God of War to PC. You know how many people bought God of War for PC? I mean, these are things that Microsoft was already ahead in the beginning with bringing games to the computer so everyone could play on PC, and now you have Sony doing the same thing. I don't know whenever Nintendo's going to do it, but point being is that Sony's going in that direction. They want to make the most money that they can, and now they're gonna have to try even harder. Maybe they'll acquire another studio. Maybe they'll have even more new IPs. Maybe they'll come back to E3 to show us something. I mean, they haven't been at E3 for the past, what, 2 years maybe? They haven't been there. 2-3 years? I don't even remember. Microsoft's E3s have been, I'm not gonna lie, they've been great. They just game after game after game, and be like, Xbox, you see the world premiere, and this is what they're doing. And they're proving that console sales aren't everything in the modern gaming era. That's just a fact at this point, and we can't dispute that fact. That's just a fact that we're gonna have to adapt and evolve into. Consoles aren't the way they were about 15-20 years ago. It's just not, you know. And even if you were to compare it to 10 years ago with the 360 and the PS3, it wasn't like that. It's not like that now. It's not. They sold a lot of Xboxes. They sold a lot of PlayStations. Now they're just selling a lot of PlayStations and a lot of Nintendo stuff. A good amount of Nintendo stuff, I'll say. So they picked the direction that they want to go into, and they're doing a great job, I think. I think if you look at the games that now Microsoft owns. We're gonna go into this. Microsoft has the right to Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Diablo, Overwatch, but they also, if you look at what the other games that Activision has also made, you see that they did remakes to Tony Hawk Pro Skater, they did GoldenEye 007, they also made Transformers, Spider-Man, Guitar Hero Skylanders, and even Candy Crush, because don't forget they acquired King. So, and when we talk about Spider-Man, we're not talking about Insomniac, obviously. Not that one. So, Sony does have an investment in Epic Games. They put $250 million into Epic Games, and Square Enix, they have $50 million in the stocks. So, it's not game over for Sony. It's not. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna sting a bit, but they're gonna bounce back. They're gonna bounce back. They got the console. They got IPs that they could definitely be using, and they will be using. Absolutely, they're gonna be using as much as they can to get ahead in this race, and that's it. They're gonna make as much profit as they can, and so this is gonna sting. But don't also forget, Microsoft had went out and stated that there's going to be some games that are multi-platform games, and if they're not, if some of them aren't, that's going to really sting for Sony. That's when you're going to see a real stinger happen to them. Okay, so do I think Call of Duty will ever be only on Xbox? No, I think it will be on all consoles. Do I think if Overwatch 2, that could be only on PC and Xbox? You know what I mean? So they might want to make it only so then you can play on PC, making more competitive driven, with just maybe we don't want to get the consoles involved, and not too many people own an Xbox, so they probably don't mind putting you on Xbox, but their ultimate drive might be PC. I don't know. That just might be a thing that happens. We don't know until these things happen. Only speculation until things happen. But for now, Sony's gonna have to figure out a way to bounce back into the gaming industry, which no doubtedly they will. It's just a matter of when and how. And so that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I see you guys next time. I'll see you.